same pool. That's what, there's some women that don't go out their own four walls or their own area, and they're kind of, and I'm like, well, what are you doing? Like,
I mean, I think they like control sometimes. They don't want a guy above them because they'd rather just be in control. Of it, but they end up hating that guy.
Right.
They end up they're like ball busters.
I went on a date once with a woman who was very highly successful, very high paid job. You know,
what'd she do?
6 figures. She was a banker.
Okay.
Nice.
6 figures.
Did she tell you that? How'd you know?
Because you get information.
You can just tell. Okay.
But I actually had to ask her on a date, like, because she was talking about all the stuff that she has and what she does, and I said, "What do you need a man for? Like, what do you want one for?" And she was like, "Oh, companionship and blah blah." And in my head, I was like, "I ain't a fucking dog." I was like, I'm not a dog. Like, what do you mean companionship? It's like, bro, and that's when I realized, do you know what's happened? And the thing is, it's no fault of her own, you see. It's just because she's gone into a world where she's had to be a certain way. And she's gone into this world. And I'm just like, yo, I'm not really, and instead it's not intimidation. It's me realizing, what's the long-term effects of getting with somebody that's going to be like this? What is it going to look like down the road? I ain't trying to have no woman come home and be down on that to me, acting like I'm an employee. It's not happening.
And what percent of girls like that are really okay with the guy being in charge of the household finances, even though she makes more than him?
But what
this is the question now, because I kind of think, okay, as you were saying that triggered me a little bit, because in my head I'm thinking, right, what is it that men want? Because we hear a lot of, women are gold diggers. Women just want men for their finances, what they can provide, this and that, right? But then in the same breath, you're saying you don't want to be looked at as you're a dog. Like, she's too busy. What do you need me for?
Gold digging is a lifestyle.
Why can't she just want you to just be to be you and be available
and equilibrium
and for you out and to be?
Am I an employee or something?
But hold on, but she could just want you rather than needing you. What do men want women to need them?
Yes.
Why? It's a very.
I don't want a man
without needing him.
No, but you see, I would rather want somebody than need them.
But you realize when you say that, when you say that, guys put you in the for fun category.
Right.
When you say I don't want a man, I say I don't need a man, I want a man.
Yeah.
Like, because they're like, well, I don't want to get involved with this.
Yeah.
Like that screams to men for fun, recreational use only.
That's right.
Can I add something as well to that? It also kind of puts if you don't need him and you essentially want him, he's discardable.
Yeah.
And that means you technically have no loyalty to him.
That's correct.
And men value loyalty at a rate that women may never understand.
Okay, can I counteract that? You could want something and be loyal to what you want, because at the end of the day, if I don't want you, I'm not choosing you. A lot of the time, women have the choice, really have the choice, because I can have a plethora of men that want me, but I'm the one that really has the last decision. I'm going to choose you. And if I choose you, I choose to put my time, my energy, my efforts into you, regardless of what's going on in my outside world. So that's why I say, for me, I would rather want the man than need them.
Any woman that says she doesn't need a man, Kevin Samuels had a saying: buy a dog and die alone.
Wives don't
That's
talk
what
like
Kevin
that,
said.
bro.
But also,
Wives don't really talk like that. They need their husband, bro. The husband's not a... He's not
an
a
accessory.
Belt, bro. Like, he's not a belt, bro. Like, I need my husband, bro.
But also, does the husband not also need his wife? I think we're looking at it maybe on the scale
not tit for tat.
No, exactly. So you have
one of those nights now, where everyone's
One at a time, guys.
Not necessarily.
I'm just wondering if it's, for me, I find interdependency rather than dependency to be, that's me personally, I can only speak my own truth. For me, I find interdependency in a relationship important. So you provide this, I provide that, we balance each other out. That could also mean that if, example, people think a lot about finance. If, for example, my partner loses their job, maybe at that point I will put in more finances at that point to support the relationship, and so on and so forth. Do you understand? So for me, there's a level of more balance, and the scales can tip.
But men have got more to lose.
Why? Oh, that's an interesting
Men have
concept.
got more to lose.
Explain.